What's going on, guys? We're going to do a little intraday recap here on the NASDAQ 100. It's currently 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. Now we're going to be approaching lunchtime. Market has kind of fallen just a little bit here. Backtest into support. We have lost some moving averages. We have lost a little bit of support here. So we're kind of dancing in the middle of no man's land. What we're looking at here is a 1 hour time frame. The chart is still in very, very bullish context. So if I was to kind of zoom out and show you guys what it looks like from a zoomed out view here, just kind of zoom out a little bit. Does this chart look like it's going up or down, right? And this is going back about 2 weeks here. So for the previous 2 weeks, does this chart looks like it's going up or down? It's going up, right? So a little bit of a pullback is to be expected as you start to break new highs, as you start to move higher. It's only natural that we gravitate back down to support to see if the buying pressure is going to be sustained. So as I zoom in here and I show you exactly where we're pulling back into, okay? So let's kind of look at this hourly chart and see where we're pulling back into. We are pulling back into the 1 hour Bollinger Band, okay? So the 1 hour Bollinger Band is sitting at 24,507. This area here could be an area that we hold. If we hold this area, you could drop down into a smaller time frame, look for some type of VWAP reclaim for a long, look for some type of 20 SMA trade for a long. If we continue to sink, you can see that we've got a lot of room down to our 1 hour support. That's sitting down at 24,400. Between 24,400 and 24,430, that's going to be stacked up with support, 50 EMA, 50 SMA linear regression channel. And it's the top linear regression channel, to make a note on that, because that's very significant. If the bottom of the linear regression channel is down here at 23,700, the midline, which is the mean, is sitting at 24,000, and then we have the top sitting at 24,400. Well, then we are a little extended out of the range of the standard deviation, okay? So you could see a continued bit of a pullback. It doesn't mean that the market's going to go all the way to 23,000. It's just telling you that we are pulling back a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find these trades. Now, one thing that I'm going to recommend, size down. Look for smaller take profits. I'm going to be, a lot of people don't like to do it. Some people love to do it. 5-point take profits, guys. Regardless if you want to put a hard stop loss or a hard take profit, having that bracket set, or you want to do it manually, just look for 5-point take profits. Until this market has a decent pullback and maybe, pull back for a few days, or, go into something like the daily chart here, and let's look at some stronger levels. If we pull back into 24,400 or 24,200, then maybe look for those bigger moves, those more extended moves, 10 points, 15 points, 20 points. But for the foreseeable future, let's get down and dirty into a 5-minute or 5-point take profit. Look at the way that this daily candle is starting to form, okay? What it's starting to form. An inverse hammer candle. This is signifying that we're getting a little bit of a pause. We are in the middle of the range between the daily top linear regression channel at 24,983 all the way down to our rising 5 SMA support at 24,200-ish. You can see here we've got this previous all-time high top here and here, a little bit of a double top. We gapped up here on that chart on the contract rollover. So you can see that we do have some space to kind of come back and fill this gap. If tomorrow, okay, because nothing can be said for today, today is what it is. If tomorrow we start taking out today's lows, look for the rising Bollinger Band on the daily as a target. Look for the rising 5 simple moving average as a target to backtest support. I'm still going to say that the chart is very, very strong, because if you look at the moving averages, they are all curling up, they are all rising, and they are all stacked. The 5 is over the 10, the 10's over the 20, the 20's over the 50, 50's over the 200. Okay, that's bullish, very, very bullish. But it does not mean that you cannot see a few days, a day, even a week or two of pullback. Okay, so if we get that pullback, if we get that consolidation, Your goal here is not to try to catch some huge extravagant move. It's going to be choppy intraday. You're going to get a lot of fake outs. You need to make sure absolutely that you're in love with the short trade that you're taking, and you need to cut your target down. 5-point take profits. Keep it simple, keep it small, keep it sweet. Get in, get out. I don't recommend looking for more than 3 to 4 trades a day right now. If you have a strategy that's giving you 24 entries, 24 opportunities to take a trade, I think we need to pull the foot off the gas on the majority of those setups, and we need to refine and dial into the best 2 to 3 setups a day. Okay, so if that's a 20 SMA play after the first 30 minutes, then look for that. If it's the 15-minute opening range, 30-minute opening range, then look for that. If it's trying to play some type of bounce or some type of continuation through low of day, high of day after the first hour after the initial balance is set, then look at that. But if you're looking and you're glued to the monitor and you're looking at every single 1-minute candle and you're trying to catch 50 million plays a day going up, going down, or you're trying to sit there and catch one big trade, I think you're going to do yourself a huge disservice. And I think you're going to get yourself chopped up. You're going to get yourself hurt, and you're going to lose a lot of capital. Right now is a time to pull your foot off the gas, be a little bit more patient, be a little bit more selective. Stop being so anxious. Stop having so much FOMO. At the end of the day, I don't really care if you guys make money or not. Okay. At the end of the day, I don't really think you guys care if I make money or not, okay? At the end of the day, I don't think anyone out there, the market doesn't care if you make money or not. In fact, they would probably, your prop firm would probably prefer that you lose money, right? They would probably prefer that you be a degenerate and you try to think that you're the world's greatest trader and catch every single move. This is not about that, okay? This is not about who's the best trader, who's got the best strategy. This is not about that. This is about us trying to get paid. Us trying to get paid collectively as a team and as a unit. And if we're going to do that, we need to do some of the shit that people don't like to do. That's have patience. That's size down. That's trade micros versus minis. That's, potentially walking away when you lose your first trade of the day and coming back in hopes of a better day tomorrow. That's not revenge trading, not being stupid, not being a baby. There's too many people who trade in this industry that are babies. You're spoiled rotten. You are sensitive. You feel that the world owes you something because you put in, 50 gajillion hours back testing specific strategies. The world doesn't owe you anything. This is a cutthroat business, and you need to be cutthroat to be in this business. You need to have a hard edge that you can follow, and you need to remain disciplined. I hate if you don't like to hear it, but it's the truth. Okay, so right now what we're looking at, this is what I'm focusing on for the foreseeable future. How does today is September the 16th, how does today's daily candle close? Does it close as an inverse hammer candle? Then tomorrow, any pop off the open, I will let go and I will wait for a confirmation of today's low. If we do get over today's high, I'm going to need to wait for a following hour candle to confirm that new high. I am not jumping in on the first entry over 24,650. I need to see 650 get broken, and I need to see a following hour candle confirm the new high over 650. It's as plain and simple as that. If the market doesn't give me what I want, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not sitting here feeling the need to push a million buttons, and I don't think that you guys should feel the need to push a million buttons each and every single day as well. This is about making money. Have a plan, have a course of action here, and again, stay safe out there, guys. Cut the price target down 5 points. Stop trading minis, trade micros. $100 a day, $200 a day, scaled across 5, 10 accounts does wonders for you. You're going to be able to make a decent living doing that each and every single day if you can just learn how to sit patient and be a little bit more realistic, okay? Catch you guys all in the next video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, guys, Apex evaluations are 80% off. You can use my discount code DAnthony. It's up at the top of the screen for the spelling, or you can go to the link that's down in the description box below. I'll catch all of you guys on the next video.